Hello, everyone. Welcome to Weekend Sports, and it's Lions pregame. They are playing the Chiefs this week on Sunday Night Football. They actually are not favored, though, which I'm slightly surprised with how the Chiefs have been playing recently, that they're not favored. But they are giving the Chiefs a 55% chance to win, giving them a 2.5-point spread. And honestly, I'm surprised by that. With how the Chiefs have literally been playing, they lost to the Jags this past week, and they have had a few bad losses so far this year, that the Lions are not favored.
Uh, I'm not surprised. I guess I am. They should be favored by a little, but I think they know that this game, the Kansas City almost has to win this game. They're gonna give us their best. Whether it's good enough, I don't know. I think the Lions, if they come out and play their game, we do have some injuries going on. I worry about that left tackle situation. And
They say Decker's questionable, and he might be back October 12th, according to ESPN, which is
I
never
mean,
a great trustworthy source to
if
begin with.
I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I would not play him this weekend.
They're without Tyrion Arnold. They really are on their fourth to fifth string cornerback right
right.
now.
I mean, we're
Arnold's out
way.
until November 2nd, according to ESPN, which again, not the most trustworthy when it comes to the injury news. But it's not as bad as it looked like it was last week with Tyrion Arnold. It seems like he will probably return this year, which is good. But again, it will be a little bit of a tougher matchup for the Lions again, because the Chiefs, like you've mentioned, the Chiefs have something to kind of prove. They've had losses this year to the Chargers, the Eagles, and Jacksonville. They're currently sitting at 2-3, but we are 4-1. And again, if you come out with this, like I said with the Baltimore game, you come out with this with the win, it's a big positive. This was one of the games that a lot of us looked at on schedule as being iffy. Could we get away with this? Could we not? There's likely going to be a loss with how our schedule is shaping up. And if you can get out of this 5-1 throughout this first stretch, where a lot of us thought you'd be around 500, who were realistically thinking, at least, you'd be about 500, maybe a game below, depending on how the season went. You're sitting in a great spot in the season.
I agree. I mean, like I said, I think you got to win one of the next two games. Go to the break 5-2. That should be the goal. And just keep plugging along. Oh,
He's butt dialing somebody.
I butt dialed somebody. Sorry about that.
But I mean, again, it could end up going any way, as you say, right? If we give 5-2 in the break, you might not even might be going 6-1 into the break.
Right. I mean,
which again is a lot better. We thought 500 at this point.
But these next two games are going to be against really tough opponents.
Yes. And it's both prime time. You're playing Sunday night.
Next 4 games, actually. You got a very tough 4-game stretch with a bye in the middle of it.
I mean, you play the Vikings at one of the games.
No, you go. I think it's Tampa, Kansas City. Then you play Washington.
No, you have Minnesota in between them.
Do you?
You do. You have a bye week, and then you play Minnesota.
Well, that's still tough.
But if you can you get to the Commanders and Eagles games being only have 1 or 2 losses, that's a plus. Yeah. And then again, you sneak by those games with at least going 500, win one of those, lose one of those. You end the year in a good spot. Again, this is a lot better of a year than I was personally thinking it was going to start out as.
Well, I think we all thought they were going to take a few steps back, losing with the losses that they had over the summer, and so I mean but you know what? Just keep it going. They look like they have the best offense in the NFL.
I think right now they do.
So keep it going. See what happens. I think, like I said, go into it 5-2, 6-1. That would be great.
Currently, all stat wise, every single position that ESPN shows like top stats, we have a better player than them. Goff, besides Goff leading Patrick Mahomes in passing yards, he's only about 40 yards or 70 yards short of that stat, which isn't a lot. You fairly have their top rusher is actually Patrick Mahomes this year, with 190 yards rushing. They will not have someone this year who has more than 190 yards rushing. So the running back is not their top runner. Their top wide receiver only has 272 yards.
That's not good.
Their top sack leader has 3.5 right now compared to Hutch's 5. And their top tackler is a linebacker with 46. Bolton and Jack Campbell has 48. So you have someone who's higher in almost every stat. And after this game, Goff could be past Mahomes. Goff also has an unbeaten record against Mahomes.
That's very odd. That's
I think
pretty
he's
cool.
2-0 right now against Patrick
That's
Mahomes.
pretty cool.
He's beat him once in LA and beat him once in Detroit. So he also has that perfect record to hold up to. I think with how the Lions have been playing, despite the cornerback troubles, I think they're going to sneak out with a win here. I got the confidence going. Again, I'm realistic and I'm always realistic, but with how they're playing right now, I'm very realistic with where they're at. And I think they can beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead again. Last time we were there, the
I
Lions beat
certainly
them.
think they can, but like I said, the Kansas City's going to be bringing everything they got
Oh,
to
yes.
stay in this. They don't want to go 2 and
In
4.
fact, it looks like it opened at 1.5 right now, and it's even. Is the spread? It says 2.5 on the spread, but it opened at 1.5. So they think it's going to be a really close
You know,
game.
like I said,
And I think it will.
Kansas City might be finally feeling their age a little bit.
Listen, let's have the
Travis
Chiefs miss the
Kelce, I don't
playoffs
know.
for once. My God, for
That
once.
would be crazy. They missed the playoffs.
If you lose here, let's look at the Chiefs' schedule before we run out of time with our video
It's
here.
got to be a tough one.
Let's look at the remaining parts of their schedule. They're going to play us. If they lose to us, they drop to 2 and 4. Then they're going to play the Raiders. They should win that. But then they play Washington, Buffalo, Denver, Indy, who's hot. The Cowboys might be their saving grace on Thanksgiving. That might be when in my opinion, looking after the Raiders game, that's their best chance at another win with how they're currently playing.
Right.
Like,
But I think they could.
Oh, they
never
could
count Patrick Holmes out.
No,
not until they are out.
Realistically, they could be in trouble if they can't figure this out. And that's not a joke. The Chiefs could be in trouble, and you might be attributing to their downfall if you can win this week. But we are close to running out of time here, so I will end it here. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, share the video around. Let me know what you think about the Lions. Until next time, hope to see everybody soon.